connects the dots. The Buddy Cianci Show on News Talk 630 WPRO and 99.7 FM.
All right, here we are back again on the Buddy Cianci Show. Welcome back. We're broadcasting live from Federal Hill, right on Atwells Avenue. We're celebrating Columbus Day with all the different restaurants open in the streets. It's a great street scene here, music and all kinds of people and all kinds of great smells and sounds and conviviality. We're talking to Abel Collins just for the next couple of minutes. He wants to be your congressman from the 2nd Congressional District, and Channel 12 won't let him in the debate. How many people think he should be allowed to debate? He's got 9% of the vote. See that? All right, so you got a nice little hand there. All right, Abel, well, what are you going to do for me if you get elected Congress?
Well, we've got a 4-point platform that
When I say me, I mean the district.
Yeah. 4-point platform that I've been running on the whole time. One of the things that people like about it is something we were just talking about before is the fair trade platform, bringing small manufacturing jobs back to Rhode Island, but also Wall Street accountability. People are furious out there that the big banks on Wall Street have gotten away with everything except murder.
Now, you're running as an independent, right?
That's right.
Now, how do you feel about insider trading amongst congressmen and senators? Now, one of our senators, Senator Whitehouse, when he was briefed on the fiscal cliff we were going to fall off by the Secretary of the Treasury before anybody else knew about it, he immediately sold his stock in all the banks and made a lot of money. But somebody bought those stocks. Then when the senator also was made privy to the fact that Amgen was no longer going to be reimbursed by Medicare for a cancer-fighting drug, he immediately sold his Amgen stock before anybody else knew about it. How do you feel about that?
Well, I think it's disgusting, and I think we need to stop the fact that our congresspeople can get away with insider trading. I'm not confident that either the Republicans or the Democrats are going to do anything to change it, however.
Well, they already passed a law, but guess the law they passed? It had no penalty. So they can't do it anymore, but no punishment, no penalty.
Right. It's ridiculous. They're allowed to have these people come into their offices and they tell them the news. So it's not just the congresspeople who get away with this, it's their best friends as well.
Yeah.
We see, honestly, the Republican in my race, an ex-hedge fund trader, because, I wouldn't trust him to be down there with this law on the books either. So I think we really
He said he's proud to come from Wall Street because Wall Street is a part of the human American experience, and he says that he fought the Goldman Sachs of the world.
Well, I think he was a hedge fund trader. He played with volatility in the derivatives markets. It's debatable whether what he did was...
All right, let me ask you, you've got to work with these guys if you get elected. Now, let me ask you something. Jack Reed is our senator. Now, most people didn't know that he collected, while he was chairman of the committee to regulate banks, he collected $4.2 million from them. Now, would you collect it for his campaign? Now, if you were elected, what would you say to Jack Reed if you were a congressman and you had the audience with him? Would you call him out for that, or would you say, go ahead and just collect another $4 million from those people that screwed us all? Go ahead. What would you say?
Well, there's nothing I could do to stop him right now, honestly. I would work
we would look to you for a moral leader.
I'll speak out of...
You in favor of that or not?
I'll be on your radio show. I'll be all over the TV in Washington. You name it. I'm there to speak truth to power. That's what independents can do for us. But I do think you have to work with both sides once you get down there. So I'd be proud to do that for the folks of Rhode Island.
Okay. Now tell me, you've got a family, right? You've got a couple of kids.
That's right. Well, I got 4 kids at this point.
4. So on a farm, you got a television set? Maybe you should buy one.
We do not have a television set. There's lots of stuff to do, digging in the dirt, But I have 2-year-old twins, Moses and Ezra.
Moses and Ezra, I love those names.
They're good names. They're good boys.
Well, you're an old Rhode Island family. Tell us your family. Who your family is.
Sure. My family goes back to 3 of the first 4 people who settled here: Roger Williams, Richard Smith, William Blackstone.
Those are all names.
Yeah, we've been here ever since. The Collins family.
Now, you must have a lot of money.
Well, no, we've always been a very civic-minded folk. Didn't do too much to accrue a lot of money.
My family were one of the 3 people here. We don't own the land. I don't own the land, no?
There are parts of the family that are doing okay. I'll admit that. But I come from a long line of Quakers on both sides. My mom and my dad.
Quakers.
Quakers.
Yeah, I went to Moses Run. I know what a Quaker is.
I think you were in my uncle's class.
Who's your uncle?
William Grosvenor Collins.
Yeah, Vietnam, a little bit after me, I think.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so you were there right around the same time. It's a great school over on the east side, and you know, I maintain a lot of the values that the Quakers, you know, espoused for hundreds of years here in Rhode Island. Now we were fighting not fighting abolition, fighting slavery.
Moses Brown was a big anti-slavery guy.
Exactly. Yep. So we've always been on the forefront fighting for social justice. I'm carrying on in that tradition as a candidate for Congress now.
All right. So how much money have you raised for your campaign?
We've raised about $17,000.
All right. What possessed you? Wouldn't you just wake up one morning and say, I'm going to run for Congress? What possessed you to do it?
Well, it was a long process. You know, I had to talk to my wife for quite a while before she would agree to let me do it. And then, you know, it was a lot of testing out the waters, seeing whether there was enough public support for it. We actually did recruit Abel to run for Congress on Facebook page. One of my best friends started that to try and push me to do it, and it worked. You know, we had
got the right first name, Abel. I like that.
Yeah, thank you.
Abel is Abel. Abel is Abel. That's
right. I gave it to my other son. So there's another Abel Collins out there for sure.
Abel Collins. All right, go ahead. You've got a microphone. You're talking to hundreds of thousands of people driving around, sitting at home, we're at their workplace, whatever.
Yeah.
Why should you? You're not going to be able to go on Channel 12 to debate because I don't think that you have enough support. But you have 9% in the Channel 12 poll.
Well, you know, I do want everybody out there listening to go online, sign that petition, try and get me into that debate tomorrow so I can beat these guys, talk circles around them. It's change.org.
I would think that Channel 12 would want you in the debate. I mean, it would improve their ratings. It would make sure it would give you a chance. They're not accused of not giving you a forum. That's why I wanted to have you on here for a little bit.
Yeah, and Langevin himself said I should be in the debate.
So your opponent says put you in the debate. You want to go on the debate. You've got petition that says you should go on the debate. Most people feel that, you know, why should a station deny you the right to at least argue your point on the airwaves? They're a federally licensed organization. Right. What guy over at Channel 12 made the decision that said you can't appear on the debate stage?
Well, the guy we've been talking to.
I mean, you're not crazy, man. Well, Jay Howell's a nice guy.
No, yeah, I'm a nice guy. I think.
No, Jay Howell's a nice guy. I can't understand. Jay, are you listening?
Yeah.
Why don't you let this kid debate? Be fair. Put the kid on the show.
That's all I'm saying. Give me a chance. I deserve it. I'm on the ballot. We have 1,000 signatures on this petition.
You know what they open themselves up to? You know what they open themselves up to when they don't put you on? They open themselves on to, and I'm sure this is not the case. I'm sure this is not the case, but they open themselves up to accusations of saying, well, how much money did Langevin spend on Channel 12? And how much money did Riley spend on Channel 12? And how much money did Abel spend on Channel 12? How much money did Abel spend on Channel 12?
I have spent $0 on Channel 12.
How much has Langevin spent on Channel 12?
Well, I don't know that for sure, but I'm sure it's more than that.
How much has Riley spent?
A lot more than that.
Okay, so I mean, and I'm not saying they would do it, but the fact is they open themselves out to criticism from street people to come to that conclusion. And Channel 12 is a remarkably successful station. It has come a long way under Jay Howell's leadership. And I think that, you know, we all make mistakes. And we all can be successful, but we all can hit a speed bump. And I think that they really ought to put you on the stage in the debate. What have they got to lose? What do you feel about that? How do you feel about that? You think they should put him on the ballot? I mean, he's qualified to be on the ballot. He's gotten the signatures. He is a credible candidate. He's up here. I don't see these other guys out here shaking hands. These other candidates, they're not up here shaking hands. So the fact is that good luck to you. I hope they put you on.
Well, thank you. I will use that luck. That is for sure. And check me out online on Facebook, Elect Abel, electable2012.com. There's a big difference between me and the other guys, and it's worth checking out.
All right. Abel Collins, a candidate for Congress of the United States. All right, from the Facebook.